How's that for a manly chair? Hey everybody, John here. Welcome back to Catbird Hill. So you may have figured out the story behind this video already based on what you just saw in the first couple of segments. So you saw me cutting up what looked like a bunch of scrap wood, and that's exactly what it was. These are strips of wood that have been left over from projects, end pieces and so forth, all hardwood, all maple, oak, cherry, some walnut, some ash in there. And I guess being the product of World War II generation parents who were born and raised through the Depression, I save everything, much to Beth's chagrin sometimes. But you know, I've been accumulating a lot of stuff like these cutoffs, and you know, with good intention, you'll use them for that project, which you'll never use it, as far as I'm concerned. But anyhow, I hate to throw that away. You know, I think that wood is good for something, and so I have been using that myself when we burn wood in our fireplaces as kindling. You know, it's kiln dried, it's clean. You know, it's a perfect starter wood. So I give the idea of how to sell more firewood bundles totally to Beth. Beth came up with this idea, and she said, why don't we start offering kindling in the bundle bags? And I thought, wow, that's an amazing idea. And so that's exactly what we're doing. That's the key. So we have been selling bundles with kindling included, and we're advertising that, and it has dramatically increased our sales. We were doing really well through the first part of the warm season here. We were selling probably, just from our roadside stand, we were probably selling anywhere from 6 to 10 bundles a week. And it's gone up significantly since we've been advertising kindling. And the only reason that I think that's the case is that people are purchasing these bundles for fire pits. You know, it's nice weather. People like to sit out in the evenings or weekends, whatever, and have a fire in the fire pit. And they just want, it's going to be easier to start the fire. They throw some newspaper or paper bags in there, put these nice strips of hardwood kindling on there, get a good base going, and then they can really enjoy their fire. So it's a great use of the wood. I hate to see anything go to waste. Somebody's going to use it. I've been using it, like I said, successfully in our fireplaces. I love it. It burns really clean, really hot. It's a great starter for any fire. So just to give you an idea of how quickly this stuff accumulates, you saw me filling part of the loader bucket, but these 3 bins here are totally filled with these scraps. And what I was doing on the chop saw is I just made a jig so that I was cutting the longer pieces exactly at 16 inches, just so that, you know, they'll fit nicely into the bags. I don't want anything longer sticking out where somebody could get hurt, you know, poking their eye with a long stick coming out of the bag. Some of them are shorter, that's fine, but the bottom line is, you know, we average probably anywhere between 9 and 12 chunks of firewood in these bags. And, you know, we've been throwing in probably 8 to 10 strips of this in each bag. You know, we think, my thought is people will probably get 2 small fires or 1 really big fire out of one of these bags, and that's generally that would be plenty of wood to get a good fire started. So I've just been cutting it back up at the shop, and you know, setting the chop saw up every now and then, taking the accumulated strips, chopping them up, throwing them in the bucket, bringing them back here, putting them in these bins, and then as we assemble the bags, I've got a couple of bags to put together here. As we assemble our bundles in the bags, we just start fishing these in between the larger pieces. So that's our secret. I mean, I you know, again, I don't know if that's innovation or not. It was Beth's great idea. I would have never thought of doing that, so hats off to her. But I'm sure somebody else has done this before. I've just never heard anybody talking about doing this. And I like it. It's helping us out. It's keeping my work area, my shop area, free of this kind of clutter, which this did not take long to accumulate. This is, you know, probably 6 months worth of scrap. So, and there are a lot of places you can, if you don't do woodworking, you're not using hardwood, you know, there are tons of carpenter shops and cabinet making shops around that they have dumpsters. They're paying to haul this stuff away, and I've never had any one of them tell me that they wouldn't mind me picking through their scrap bin or their waste bin. I look for pieces that I can actually use. And it's amazing what some people throw away. I have gotten probably hundreds and hundreds of dollars of kiln dried surfaced hardwood scraps that I can use to make drawers, doors, you know, small projects, and it's all free, and I just reach into a dumpster and pull it out and throw it in the back of my truck. So all of these places that I've ever reached out to are more than happy to offload that stuff to somebody. Some of them even put it out in a sort of a, you know, a free bin. They advertise it to the public to come and get it. So do some research. If you don't produce your own scraps, there's got to be somebody around you who does. So I just wanted to do a little video here to explain this great idea that Beth came up with. It's really working well. You know, thank God for Beth. You know, she comes up with these awesome ideas. You know, she's done a great sign for advertising it at our roadside stand, and I've actually started advertising it through our online advertising, through neighborhood chats and things like that, different online forums. So anyhow, that's the latest. Not doing a lot of heavy work here in the last couple of days. I don't know if you can see it through my shirt. I am sweating like crazy. We've had about 4 days in a row now. Flies are getting nasty. We've had about 4 days in a row here in southeastern Pennsylvania with really nasty weather. Temperatures up around 90, very high humidity. Heat indexes are up near 100. Last couple of days I've done a lot of outside work with weed whacking and brush clearing, and I just wore myself out. I just probably had some heat exhaustion. So I wanted to do a little cooler, less intense project today, make this video for you guys, let you know what we're working on here as far as firewood sales. They're still going. I had no idea when we started this that in, you know, almost summertime here, we'd still be selling firewood. I thought for sure I would have taken that stand off of the road, brought it back here, covered it up, stored it until we got cool weather again. As far as I'm concerned, we're leaving that thing up all summer because it's making money for us. So thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Please leave some comments. We love reading the comments, and I love some of the relationships that we've built with subscribers and other YouTubers out there who are into the same thing. I love hearing what you guys are doing and what you think about what we're doing. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Please help us grow the channel. Please try to share the channel with anybody you think might be interested. Click the icon for notifications. We really appreciate that, because that, you know, gets our videos noticed. When we do upload them, you get to see them right away. So we really appreciate all the support. Until next time, John from Catbird Hill, take care.